Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first lesson. Today, we will dive into Lesson 1, which is all about greetings and self-introduction. This is where we learn how to make a great first impression in Korean. We'll explore polite Korean greetings and practice introducing ourselves when meeting someone for the first time. We have a lot to cover, including key phrases for your name and origin, some important country names, a dialogue to practice, and of course, your homework for the next class. Let's get started. In this exciting lesson, you will learn the most fundamental Korean greetings and master the art of introducing yourself. Our goal is for you to confidently say hello, share your name, and even state your nationality in Korean. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to make your first meetings meaningful and polite, opening doors to new conversations and connections. Let's look at our goals for today. First, we'll learn to say 안녕하세요 politely, which is an essential greeting in Korean culture. Second, you'll master how to introduce your name, using both formal and slightly softer phrases. Third, you'll discover how to share where you're from, connecting with others by talking about your background. And finally, we'll practice all these basic first meeting phrases together to improve your conversational skills and help you create a first impression. Are you ready? Our first goal for today is to learn how to say 안녕하세요 politely. This phrase is the cornerstone of every interaction in Korean culture, and you'll find yourself using it all the time. It's the most common and respectful way to greet someone. Next, we'll focus on introducing your name in Korean. You'll master two key phrases, 제 이름은입니다, for a more formal introduction, and 저는 예요 for a slightly softer, yet still polite way to tell people your name. Both are very useful. Our third goal is learning how to introduce where you're from. We'll use the expression 저는 에서 왔어요. This is a fantastic way to share your background and immediately connect with new people you meet. It's often one of the first things people want to know about you. Finally, we'll practice basic first meeting phrases. Remember, practice makes perfect. Improving your conversational skills with these fundamental expressions will help you feel more confident and ensure you make a polite and memorable first impression. Don't be afraid to try. Now, let's talk a little about Korean greeting culture. In Korea, greetings are more than just words. They often involve gestures and specific etiquette. For example, a light bow accompanied by the phrase 안녕하세요 is a very common and polite way to welcome someone. This beautifully illustrates the importance of formal language in social interactions, something you'll often see wonderfully portrayed in K-dramas as well. Let's learn our first key phrase, 안녕하세요. This is the essential greeting in Korean that demonstrates both respect and friendliness. It means hello or hi in a polite way, and you can use it in almost all situations. Let's repeat it together 3 times. 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요. Now there's also 안녕, which is a very casual way to say hello. This is typically used only among very close friends or when talking to young children. You wouldn't use this with someone you've just met or an elder. Let's practice 안녕 3 times. 안녕, 안녕, 안녕. All right, let's move on to key phrase 2, how to say your name. There are 2 main ways to introduce yourself. First, the more formal way, 제 이름은입니다. This translates to, my name is... Now let's practice it. Repeat out loud 3 times, filling in your own name, 제 이름은입니다. Next, we have 저는 예요. 저는 예요. This is also polite, but it's a bit softer and more commonly used. You use 예요 if your name ends in a vowel and 예요 if it ends in a consonant. For example, 저는 소피예요 or 저는 마크이예요. Let's repeat this 3 times with your name 저는 예요. 저는 예요. Now for key phrase 3, which is about where you come from. It's important to distinguish between where you come from and your nationality. For example, I'm from France versus I'm French. To say where you're from, use 저는 에서 왔어요, meaning I'm from. This is for the place where you were born, grew up, or consider home. Let's repeat this 3 times, filling in your country. 저는 에서 왔어요. To state your nationality, you would say, 저는 사람이에요, meaning I am. For example, I am Korean. 저는 한국 사람이에요. Let's practice this. 저는 사람이에요. Let's expand our vocabulary by learning some country names and practicing our new phrases. Look at the flags and listen carefully. For example, for the United States, it's 미국. So, I'm from the United States is 저는 미국에서 왔어요. And I'm an American is 저는 미국 사람이에요. Let's try Brazil. I'm from Brazil is 저는 브라질에서 왔어요. And I am Brazilian is 저는 브라질 사람이에요. How about France? I'm from France is 저는 프랑스에서 왔어요. And I am French is 저는 프랑스 사람이에요. Take a moment to look at the other countries like the UK, Germany, Spain, Italy, Peru, Korea, Japan, China, and Australia. You can practice these phrases with your own country later. Next, let's look at key phrase 4, which includes typical first meeting phrases. First, we have 처음 뵙겠습니다, which means nice to meet you in a formal way. Then we have 잘 부탁드립니다. This phrase literally means please be nice to me or please take good care of me. These two phrases are very commonly used together in Korea when you meet someone for the first time, showing respect and a desire for a good relationship. Let's repeat each one 3 times. 처음 뵙겠습니다. 처음 뵙겠습니다. 처음 뵙겠습니다. And now try. 잘 부탁드립니다. 잘 부탁드립니다. 잘 부탁드립니다. 잘 부탁드립니다. Now, it's time to put everything we've learned into practice with a dialogue. This dialogue demonstrates how to use greetings and self-introduction expressions when meeting someone for the first time in Korean. I encourage you to practice this by substituting your own name and country of origin. Let's read through it together. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 소피입니다. 저는 라우라입니다. 저는 스페인에서 왔어요. 저는 프랑스 사람입니다. 처음 뵙겠습니다. 잘 부탁드립니다. 잘 부탁드립니다. Remember, the more you practice, the more natural it will become. Let's review some key vocabulary from Lesson 1. Our word book includes essential terms that will help you in your first conversations. First, 안녕하세요 means hi or hello. Then, 이름 is name. 나라 means origin or country. 사람 means person. 처음 means first or first time. 만나서 반가워요 means nice to meet you. And finally, 잘 부탁드립니다 means please be nice to me. Make sure to familiarize yourself with these words and their meanings. Here is a summary of all the key phrases we've learned in Lesson 1. We started with 안녕하세요, our basic hi or hello. Then we learned 2 ways to introduce your name. 제 이름은입니다. For my name is and 저는입니다. For I'm. We also covered how to state your origin with 저는에서 왔어요, meaning I'm from, and your nationality with 저는 사람입니다, meaning I'm. Finally, we learned the polite first meeting phrases. 처음 뵙겠습니다, for nice to meet you, and 잘 부탁드립니다, for please take care of me. Try to complete your homework using what you learned today. In the next class, we'll take a closer look at your country and nationality.